Hello everyone, welcome to Operation Frostbite, Germany turn 9, July 1940. Last turn, the Germans had 44 to spend, plus 4 from the Vichy French. Germany has spent all the money available to them to spend this turn. Spent it on 2 mountain infantry, 1 fighter, 2 medium tanks, 3 infantry, 2 airborne units, and the free infantry they get for winning the Spanish Civil War. So that is all of Germany's money that they had to spend, and I'll be moving around to do my tech rolls. All right, this time around, Germany's going to be going for advanced artillery, advanced mechanized, jet aircraft, improved factories, and wartime economy. First up, advanced artillery. And that is a 9. That is a 9. Yes, that is a 9. Okay, just had to make sure. So Germany will achieve advanced artillery. Next up, advanced mechanized. 1. No advancement on advanced mechanized. Jet aircraft. 12. That will move along with a 12 up to stage 2. Improved factories. Another 12. So let's see where we're at. That will move up to stage 3 of improved factories. And last but not least, wartime economy. 1. No wartime economy for me. Okay. Well, after I was viciously attacked by the Comintern last turn, through relatively no provocation on my part, you see there are some orange chips out there, and those show basically what I'm going to try to do this turn. So I do have several combat moves, so I'm going to get the page turned on my notes so I can read that off, so myself and along with everybody else will not be confused. Got to move around the other side of the board. Okay, last time I convoyed where I sat, and I was told that I could actually move out of that zone into someplace else to do my convoy. So I'm going to move one zone to Sea Zone 85. Those ships are not on convoy duty, so I'm going to roll. The black dice will be the German, the red dice will be the British. 5 and a 2. 5 plus 2, 7. 5. All we can do here is 3 dice worth of damage, so 3 die worth of damage is done to the FEC. Now I'll move back around the board. All right, for the first combat move, I have a transport aircraft and an airborne down there in Bavaria. Right here. My plan, as it now stands, is to load up the airborne and go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to drop the airborne there into Scotland, and 5, 6, 7, because he did leave from an airbase. So he'll have a way to get home to Western Germany when the combat moves are done. That is a walk-in. There's nobody there. So I'm going to put a roundel on that, move myself up 1, and move Great Britain down 1. All right, for my next combat move, I'm going to move these 2 medium bombers from the air base there in Western Germany. They're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And the fighter over here, 1, 2, 3 into that sea zone. Now, just in case anybody was wondering, I'm in the sea zone, so my next to move back home, these were at 4, 5, 6. Because they left from an air base, they have 6. The fighter left from Paris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can all land back in Normandy. Not that all of them will survive. I did call Ozark Outpost, and he said he was not scrambling the fighter into that fight. So basically it's 2 medium bombers and a fighter versus a destroyer in order to sink a stack of transports. Since he did try to lend-lease to Russia last turn. His last turn as the Commonwealth. I'll get that set up and roll it out. Alright, 2 medium bombers, 7 or less. Fighter at 6 or less versus a destroyer at 4. And 3 transports at 0. The 2 black and red dice will be the medium bombers, and the black and white dice will be the fighter. Okay, we have a hit from the fighter and a hit from one of the medium bombers. So the destroyer goes to the bottom and the transports are going to be auto-killed. I will roll a return shot for the destroyer at 4 or less. 7, he missed. So all those planes will be able to fly back home, and the ships in that sea zone are now gone. Okay, I might be a little bit confused on whether or not this is a combat move or not. I'm moving one of my destroyers up here to Sea Zone 14 and putting it on escort duty on that line. And just so I don't forget, I'm also moving a patrol destroyer, torpedo boat destroyer up there to keep company with that destroyer. And also one of these destroyers down here, and this sea zone is also going on escort duty. I wrote it down earlier. That's sea zone 15 right there. So, okay. Next, I have a mountain infantry from Bohemia. There's going to be moving into Slovakia. I have a medium tank from East Germany. 1, 2, also moving into Slovakia. A heavy tank, 1, 2, into Slovakia. And a mechanized infantry, 1, 2, into Slovakia. And this trusty little tactical bomber that was down here in Bavaria is also flying into Slovakia. And I will get that set up. Alright, we have a mountain infantry attacking at 2 into a mountainous territory, a mechanized infantry attacking at 2 because it's going into a mountainous territory, a medium tank at 5, a heavy tank at 7, and a tactical at 7. Motorized defending at 4, and 2 artillery at 3. We'll roll the 2 first strike artillery at 3. 8 and a 3. So 1 hit is going to take place. I think I'll probably take off the mechanized. So I'm going to roll for mountain infantry at 2. Miss with a 7. Medium tank at a 5. Missed with an 8. Heavy tank and a tactical. Those are both at 7. A 5 and a 6. So that's 2 hits. Cost of this stuff is who knows. So 1 and 1. I'll take off 1 and 1. I have 2 artillery strikes at a 3. 5 and a 4, both misses. A Motorized, defending at a 4. 2, that's going to be a hit. So I'll lose the mountain infantry. And I will throw a new set of dice for the medium tank at a 5. Hit it with a 1. Needed 1 hit. I like to roll them all. 2 at 7. And both those misses. Good thing that medium tank hit. Okay, now roll for the artillery defense. And that's an 8. That's a miss. So, I'm going to move into Slovakia, having a heavy tank and a medium armor left out of that. That will move the Germans up 1. I'm just going to set that there for a second. Move the Germans up 1 and the Russians down 1. Okay. Germans up 1, Russians down 1. I moved that one. I think I'm going to move this one up here just because that one doesn't need to be moved. Okay, for the next combat, we're going to be moving the 2 infantry from Lithuania into Lubelski. It's these 2 infantry right here into there, along with the light tank and the fighter from East Prussia. They can just go straight across. I don't know that I really need to get that set up on the board. I probably could just roll that out. That's a 1 militia defending at a 2. And I've got 2 infantry attacking at a 2, a fighter at a 6, and a light tank at a 5. Pardon me, a light tank at a 4. So, 2 infantry at 2. Both miss. Let's see. Light tank at a 4. That's a hit. And the fighter at a 6. That's also a hit. So, the lone militia will get a shot back at 2. And just missed with a 3. So, I'll get that set up here in just a second. That militia is no longer going to be alive. And there'll be 2 infantry and a light tank sitting in Lubelski. The fighter will fly back to East Prussia. There you see that. The roundel changed, but no money changed hands that time, so it's not worth anything. But there we go. And also, since Russia declared war on me, they don't get any bonuses for me being on their border. Darn their luck. Next up, on my trusty dusty notes, we'll go the 7 infantry and 1 artillery from Warsaw will move into East Poland. Okay. Now we have it set up on the battle board. There'll be 6 infantry firing at a 2, 1 infantry bumped up for the artillery, and artillery first strike versus 1 infantry. So we'll go with the artillery first strike at a 3 first. 3, there it is, first strike. Doesn't get to shoot back, and I will set that up on the board. This will cause Great Britain or the Commonwealth to go down 1 and Germany to go up 1. So 7 infantry and an artillery right there. Germany goes up 1 more to 40, and the Commonwealth drop down to 25. And that concludes the combat moves. So the non-combat moves, this transport had enough to go back to Western Germany. These medium bombers and this fighter had enough to get back to Normandy. Moved the fighter back to East Prussia, and the tactical that was involved in that attack down there back to Eastern Germany. So now the 4 medium tanks in Paris, I'm going to non-combat them into Alsace-Lorraine. Right there. 3 mech infantry in West Germany. I'm going to, these 3 right here, I'm going to rail to Warsaw. 1 mountain infantry that's sitting in Bavaria, moving it into Austria. And the 1 artillery that's sitting in Eastern Germany. There it is right there. It's hiding amongst the ships. I'm going to rail it to Austria. For all 4 of my rail moves, so that's all the rail moves for me. Trying to think if there was anything else that I just felt like I had to do. Moving 1 of the infantry units from Berlin into Eastern Germany. 1 of the units from Berlin into Bohemia. And now I guess all that's left for me to do is place units and collect income. Alright, the 2 mountain infantry will be going into Bavaria. The fighter will be going into the factory at Paris. Two Fallschirmjägers will be going into Western Germany. The free infantry I get will be going into Berlin. The other 3 infantry and 2 tanks will be going into Eastern Germany. Whoops, I'm throwing chips everywhere. I'm just going to chip that out. So that's the 3 new ones. I'm going to go under the one that was already sitting there. And 2 medium armor also into Eastern Germany. Okay, Germany collected 40 plus the +3 wartime bonus for a neutral Sweden for a total of 43. Vichy France collected 4. And so next turn, Germany will have a grand total of 47 to spend if they survive it. Thanks, guys. I'll pass this along to Fighting Irish and those evil commies. Bye.